Everyone's fine around. My name is Jordan. I apologize for no video on Saturday. Have family in town for Thanksgiving. Spent my night hanging out with them on Friday night. Didn't have much time for Saturday. I said I wasn't going to do many Sunday videos because for Sunday basketball, it can be weird. It can just same with Sunday baseball. It's sometimes you get some massive blowouts that you don't expect. Sometimes just some guys just don't show up. They just don't want to play that day. I don't know what it is. And I said I normally wouldn't do it, but since I didn't do a video for Saturday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a look and see what's out there. It's actually a really big slate. There's a lot of lines out. I don't have every single game out, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to put stuff in the pinned comment for these other games. If I do see something later on in the day, I'm not sure because I'll try to put it in the pinned comment. But for what's out right now, I found a decent amount of plays that check all the boxes that I like to check off. So hopefully this goes well if you are betting NBA on a Sunday. I know most people are going to be betting on football, but it is what it is. Found these plays and I still like them. Hopefully it just doesn't go crazy, but you will see images that come up on the screen right here. That's from a data app called Outlier. There's a link in the description that'll give you a 7-day free trial for Outlier. So let's hop into this first pick. I'm going to go right back to him. Isaiah Hartenstein of the Thunder, over 10.5 rebounds. Now you might be saying, well, why don't you go back to points and rebounds? He's been crushing that. And yes, he has. And you can go back to points and rebounds if you want to. It's just for the Rockets he's going up against. They are very tough against giving up points to the center position. They're tough giving up points in general. So just sticking to the data, sticking to the matchups here, I'm going to just stick with rebounds because he has been crushing it and he's getting a decent amount of rebound chances. He didn't even need the points last time around. He just crushed it with the rebounds. So the matchup is the Rockets. They give up the 5th most rebounds overall to centers, and I'm going to be looking at some more metrics, some more data to help with these picks. Because we're further on in the season, I'm going to be looking at the past 30 days, past month. Thunder are forcing the 3rd lowest field goal percentage. So the team that Isaiah Hartenstein is on, they're forcing the 3rd lowest field goal percentage in the month of November. So the past 30 days, they're forcing teams to miss. Not only are the Rockets giving up the 5th most assists, the Thunder are going to help that and force it. So if it was a team giving up a lot of rebounds, but they gave up a lot of shots and they weren't forcing those misses, it's not going to help out each other. They're not going to work together. And the Rockets actually forced the lowest field goal percentage. So that's another reason why I'm not going with points. But it could help out with potential offensive rebounding for missed shots for Hartenstein. So I give the matchup an A. Recent history, not much here. He's gone over in 3 out of 4 games this season. He is averaging 14 rebounds a game with an average of 22 rebound chances a game. So I give recent history a B. That history, he played them one time last year with the Knicks. He just barely went over with 20 rebound chances. So since he just barely went over, I give him a B+. And then home and away, he's played 3 road games, gone over in 2 of them. So I give that a B as well. So an overall grade here for Isaiah Hartenstein on the rebounds play is a B+, and that is at -110. You won't get that payout if you do points plus rebounds, but once again, I'm just going to stick with the rebounds for this game. So if you guys could, please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel, and if you could just leave a comment for the algorithm, that would really help out. You just put a number, you can put any type of number, and it will just help get the video out there for more people to see, and thank you to anyone who does comment. In this second pick, I'm going to go back to him, Morant, but I'm not going to go with assists. The Pacers actually have been a little bit tougher on assists this year, even though they're giving up a lot of points. Maybe the players are just getting to the basket so easily they don't need to pass it. I don't know if what's going on with that, but I like him over 19.5 points at -120. So the matchup is the Pacers. They give up the 8th most points to the point guard position. They are allowing the 2nd highest field goal percentage to teams over the past month. So yeah, they're not forcing guys to pass it to other players and rack up those assists. So players are just scoring at a high clip, and they're playing at the 9th fastest pace. It's going to complement the Grizzlies pace, which is the 3rd fastest. So when you have two complementing paces like that, you have a lot of scoring on both sides. And hopefully we don't get a blowout. Hopefully one team doesn't go on a drought and then it's quickly a blowout. The Grizzlies have done that a few times over the past few games where they just run up the score real quick, and then their guys don't need to play that much, and it could be a little bit scary playing these guys. But Ja Morant, he's been able to get it done. So the matchup, I give it an A-. Recent history, he's gone over in 7 out of 10 games this year that he has played, and 5 out of the last 6 games. So I give that a B. And then head-to-head history, he played them last year just one time. Barely went over, just like Isaiah Hartenstein. So I'm going to give him the same grade at B+. And then home and away, he's gone over in 4 straight home games. The first 2 home games didn't do so great, but he's got more comfortable as the season has gone on. I know he's been in and out with injuries and whatnot, but likes playing at home. So 4 straight, I give that an A-. So his overall grade of a B+ for Ja Morant on 19.5 points. And then sticking with that game, same team, you could go with Jaren Jackson Jr., but he scared me a little bit a couple of days ago when I took him, and he missed a ton of shots. He did redeem himself and go over the next game, but I really like this play. I like Santi Aldama over 9.5 points at -106. The matchup, they give up the 2nd most points to the power forward position. That's why I'm saying you could play Triple J if you wanted to. I think there's going to be points all over the place. And pace and field goal percentage are still there. High pace, high field goal percentage given up. I give this an A+ matchup for power forwards for the Grizzlies. Recent history, he's gone over in 11 out of the last 15 games and 5 out of the last 6 games. I give this a B. Head-to-head history, he went over in 2 out of 2 games last season, and I give that an A. Home and away, he's gone over in 9 out of 12 home games this year. So really like this play for Santi Aldama, one of the stars in the Olympics. Really like picking him. He can score in bunches. Whenever I did the Olympics videos and digging through all that, he was definitely big for Spain. So I give this grade an A- for Santi Aldama over 9.5 points. I want to shout out my partners. I've seen some people complaining about Prizepicks in the Discord about these flat lines, and they keep pushing on them, and they're not getting the payouts that they would normally get because Prizepicks has been like abusing those flat lines this year. So if you want to try something out, I think they're the only ones who do that. So if you want to try out something that doesn't do that, because you would have hit on that line, because you would have had 9.5 and they got 10, and instead of a push you would have got it. Check out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, ChalkBoard, and BETR. Use promo code FINDAROUND11 on any of these. They'll match your first deposit. BETR's doing up to $200. Sleeper's doing up to $1,500. The rest are doing up to $100. Links are in the description. That'll take you there with the promo code. Thank you to anyone who uses those. And then this last one, I know it's Sunday and I've got 4 picks out of a limited amount of games. I told you I found some that I liked. So this last one, we're going to have to analyze the data just a little bit differently. It's going to be Scottie Barnes over 14.5 rebounds plus assists at -125. So I'm putting his whole season up here on the screen. You see, it wasn't going too well for him, and then all of a sudden it clicked. Last 3 games, he's been going off. So I checked the depth chart of the Raptors, and they have him slotted in at the point guard, which I think is very interesting. You have a modern NBA where you have Cade Cunningham, who's 6'7". You have LaMelo Ball, who's 6'7". Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is around 6'6". LeBron's been playing kind of a point guard role for most of his career. Maybe this is a new thing for the Raptors. So I sorted with Emmanuel Quickley and Grady Dick out, and boom, it was the last 3 games. So I guess with these 2 out, they decided, hey, let's throw him in at the point guard slot, see what he can do, and he's been amazing with this new role. So we're going to just judge the role that he has played. So matchup against the Heat, he just played against them. They gave up the 6th most rebounds and the 5th most assists to the point guard position. So I give this an A. Recent history, you see it 3 out of 3. We're going with the small sample size. I give that an A. He almost went over in almost 70% of games last season without those two. And he's getting 16 potential assists and 16 potential rebounds. Just a ton of potential there for him in this role. And then head-to-head, he played the Heat just a couple days ago. Looks like they're going to flip and play in Toronto this time around. He got 10 rebounds, 10 assists, triple-double. And he also went over against them last year without those two guys playing. So I give head-to-head an A. And then home and away, he has not played a home game yet in this role. So it's an A, not applicable. So 3 straight A's. I give this overall grade an A. For Scottie Barnes, over 14.5 rebounds plus assist. So if you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there, talk about football plays, basketball plays, all that good stuff. It's free. You can just hop on in there, bring your research and all that good stuff, and just discuss lines with other people. And as far as a recap goes, for Friday, I had Derek White over 19.5 points plus assist. I was wondering if it was a trap, and he did go over, and then he got injured. So it was a trap for anyone that got the bump and were late on it. So that hit, and then Jaylen Brown over 3.5 assists. He got 4 on the dot. Ja Morant, 7.5 assists. He had 5 in the first quarter and then got 2 for the rest of the game. He was not looking to pass after that first quarter, so he ended up hooking on that. That was a plus money play, and I remembered why I don't like to put too many plus money plays in these videos, because people like to parlay every single thing I put in here, and I would recommend, I mean, you can do what you want. I would recommend you do not parlay plus money plays. You can just single bet the plus money plays. If you parlay them and they're the ones that lose for you, it's like you put a plus money play in there. Put the minus 120s, minus 135s in a parlay, not a plus money play. So it was plus money for a reason, and then it hooked. So a lot of people like, man, I missed out just because of Ja, and it's like, you don't parlay every single thing in the video, especially if it's plus money. And I had Isaiah Hartenstein over 21.5 points plus rebounds at minus 125. He crushed that. And I had Jalen Johnson over points plus assist. He crushed that. And then Scottie Barnes over assist alone, and he crushed that. So 5 out of 6, and we just missed on the hook with Ja Morant. So hopefully a better day for Sunday, and we can kick off December well. So I'm going to get this edited and get it out to you. God bless you all. It's fun around. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.